Incredible temperatures across central Australia will not only push all-time records, but will deliver heatwave and elevated bushfire danger to parts of the country in the coming few days. I wanted to start off this severe weather update with a look at today's maximum temperatures, and we can see this bubble of heat through the eastern interior of the country, covering Western Queensland, northwestern New South Wales and northern South Australia, culminating in a high temperature forecast for this afternoon of 46 degrees in Birdsville in Queensland. If that temperature is reached, it would be an all-time record for the hottest temperature ever recorded in Queensland in October. And similarly, northern New South Wales have a couple of spots that could reach 44 degrees, which would be a state record for October in New South Wales, and 45 degrees in northern South Australia is extremely close as well. Another way to look at this map is to just show the areas which are forecast to reach 40 degrees or higher today and see what a broad part of the country through the southeast up to the north could see those temperatures beginning with a 4. It's not just one day either. It's going to be not just hot tomorrow, but a hot night tonight. Here's a look at the overnight minimum temperatures as we move into Wednesday morning. So we'll see these temperatures at around 6 or 7 a.m. in most places. And for many parts of the country along the coast, nothing too unusual. 15 to 20 degrees, a little bit cooler down in the south, but once again, the interior is seeing these incredibly hot temperatures, including a top of 31 degrees as the minimum for Targaminda in the far southwest of Queensland. Then after a warm morning, here's going to be a warm day, no surprises there. Here is Wednesday's maximum temperatures, and we look at the stretch of heat from the north here down to the east coast, and it does include this coastal strip of New South Wales. 38 degree high temperature in Sydney, that could be close to 40 degrees in some western suburbs, 39 Newcastle, 36 in Wollongong and 31 degrees in Canberra as some of the highly populated centres that will be getting a taste of this heat tomorrow. We keep tracking through the week. Thursday we'll see some slightly cooler air across New South Wales, and in fact all of southern Australia will be a little bit cooler, but that heat stays put further north. It continues to be hot right across our northern states as it does on Friday and into the weekend as well. Here's a 3-day heat wave map for the 3 days which ends today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so we can see which places have been hottest over the last 3 days, and it's a pretty broad area through central Australia. But if we now slide that 3-day period forward, so we now look at the 3 days from today onwards, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see that the heat shifts northwards, and once it's across these northern places, it is going to stay put for several days after that. Extremely warm conditions through North Queensland, the Northern Territory, northern WA for the rest of this week, into the weekend and even into next week, even though it will cool off across southern parts of the country. Intense heat can bring a number of different impacts, but here's a few of them. Increased risk of bushfire, hot weather, dry weather. It dries out the landscape, it dries out the trees and the plants and provides fuel for bushfire. It can be really hard to sleep, it can be hard to stay cool. You need to stay hydrated, seek the shade when you can, and look after your animals as well, whether it's livestock or pets. They need extra water and access to shade. And of course, heat can put stress on the power network and infrastructure, with everyone trying to cool their houses down at the same time, so there could be some impacts there. Finally, a look at fire danger, which overall around the country is moderate to high at the moment. Lots of places in this high yellow rating here for today, but it's going to be a peak, a surge in fire danger for tomorrow, particularly across New South Wales. We see some areas of extreme fire danger, including across the populated east coast through the Illawarra, the Sydney Metro, the Hunter area, and up into parts of the western slopes and plains as well. This means hot, windy, dry weather here. Then any bushfires which are going or which start tomorrow could spread very quickly and be very difficult to control and contain. So a dangerous day for bushfire activity across eastern parts of the country tomorrow. Definitely worth staying up with your forecast for temperatures, your heat wave warnings and any bushfire alerts, and of course during times of severe weather, stay up to date with the latest from your local emergency services and emergency management. Thanks for watching.